Being a Montclair native, how does it feel coming back to play a Montclair again, and I'm sure you're familiar with, and scoring the winning penalty for your team tonight, man?
Honestly, it was a really good feeling. I think the fans are out, my family was here, so I felt pretty comfortable. Felt back at home, so good to be here again. Yeah.
Cool. I know you played with Force for 3 years. Sort of describe the translation from collegiate level to the professional level, and how's that gone for you so far?
Yeah, I thought about this question a lot, honestly. But I think college level coming to MLS and MLS Next Pro, I think, has been somewhat difficult for me sometimes. But I think I've been able to adjust well. I know a couple of guys that came here like once every summer, and I was able to connect with everybody. I have a lot of connections, so I mean, coming back to play with everybody, I felt pretty comfortable. So I got pretty much used to it in a couple of days. So I was cool with it.
Cool. Thank you.
I asked Peter Stroud that from the academy what he kind of taught you when you came to Red Bull this summer. Just talk about what those type of players, Peter, Daniel Edelman, JMI, what have they taught you as homegrowns themselves?
Yeah, I think one thing that Peter said to me that was really helpful is to stay away from social media. I mean, I think the first thing I did when I was my first professional game, I looked at social media like straight away, and I just saw some negative comments that put me down. So like, just for like any tips for like any aspiring pros, is just like stay away from social media. It's just gonna discourage you and take your confidence away as a player.
You were at Red Bull too before you went to college. Just talk about the difference in your game since that time and now that you're back.
Yeah. I think that at Rebel 2 at the time playing USL, I think that I definitely, going into college, I learned a lot of more aspects to my game as a striker, such as like hold up play and just like running behind, just like the small little things. I think I improved once I got older, and pretty much, yeah.
Last week you got your first goal of the season. Just talk about your play when you came onto the field and being able to seal that game against Columbus.
Yeah, I think coming into that game, obviously, I know I had to impact the game somehow in a positive way. So I think that going into the game, my mindset was that I had to score, I had to put the game away. And once I found that space and I was in my groove, kind of, I just went in behind, ran behind, got behind a solid corner and picked it up.
And then lastly from me, obviously the goal is to get to the first team. Just talk about what Ibra and Sandro Schwartz has told you this preseason or whenever you're at the facility that you need to just improve your game to get to that next level.
Yeah, I think they just been like one thing they always said before I go in games or MLS games. They say just be ready, 100%. So I try to get myself in that mindset if I'm going or I'm not. So I just put myself in a mindset if I'm going in, and I have to prove myself. So, yeah.
Thank you, man.